Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Monica with M. Sean Plans, and I'm here today with all of the Wearingeul inks that I own. I don't know what made me want to do this ink exploration. I know I do have two new inks from Wearingeul, and we'll swatch those of course, but I wanted to explore what inks do I really have from Wearingeul. And if you know anything about Wearingeul inks, their inks are usually based on literature pieces. So, being a former ELA teacher, I can appreciate a good piece of literature. And of course, as a fountain pen and ink lover, I can appreciate a good fountain pen and ink. So, I wanted to do this particular exploration here. I have a total of 12 bottles of ink and 8 samples. So, if this is a chatty video, go ahead and get your coffee. I have my cappuccino sitting right here on my little hot plate. The things that I'm thinking about swatching with today are my Browse Speedball Zero Nib, my Guri Drops Muddler and glass dip pen, and then of course the Selah Hokuro with the it is a fine tip with a with the feed. I just got that from Jet Pens. I have my water on to the side, all those good things, and of course all my inks are sitting over here. So we're gonna try one of these out and see how I like swatching with it, which I did swatch with my Guri Drops with my currently inked, but she's expensive and I don't know. I may end up just using her, but so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started. We're gonna start off with some of my favorite inks in the whole wide world, which are also some of my favorite literature pieces. And we're gonna start off with William Shakespeare. I've loved William Shakespeare since high school, and I fell in love with his work, Othello. Othello is one of my favorite pieces. I love the variations of the movies that they made of Othello. I love the good guy, the good versus evil, good guy versus bad guy, stabbing in your back type deal. All of those things spoke to me, and I was only in the 11th grade. And when our English teacher, our literature teacher, we were going through Othello, nobody could understand it. And I'm sitting in the back of the room like, y'all are crazy. Y'all didn't understand what Shakespeare just said. So I was one of those kids who knew what Shakespeare was speaking about. I could quote unquote interpret Shakespeare. So especially Othello. And of course, when I was in school, we didn't have the internet, so we couldn't chat GPT or Google what it meant. It was pure interpretation, pure interpretation. So this is Othello by William Shakespeare. It is a dark ink with silver shimmer with a hint of green shift. This ink is beautiful. You will need to put this in a medium or broad nib in order for it to be legible. And I'm just gonna try I'm gonna use my Guri Drops with this one. So when I say this is a beautiful ink, this is a beautiful ink. And I'm not gonna rewrite Wearingeul every time because of course this is a Wearingeul exploration. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're just gonna put, when I say I love this ink, and I'm savoring it because I don't want to buy another bottle, but I haven't used it in a while either. So this is William Shakespeare. Othello. And then this is, of course, my number one. If I had to pick a piece of literature that I could read over and over and over again, it would definitely be Othello. It would definitely be Othello. I love Othello. And a lot of people did not understand in the beginning that Moor in those times stood for black. So, yes, Othello was a black man. And of course, when you get a bottle of Wearingeul ink, it comes with the swatch cards with the RGB number. So you can put this in and get this color. And then this is the Pantone color. So I like that about Wearingeul. And of course, it gives you the instructions on the back. So, but yes, Othello is one of my favorite, favorite pieces in the entire world. I love Othello. Oh my gosh. So that is Wearingeul's Othello. The next ink that I have, I just have in a sample, is King Lear. I don't know if I'll be able to, no, I probably won't. So it's probably a good thing I do have that. You know what? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I will. Cool. So King Lear is a definite classic. I haven't read it in a while, so please forgive me if I don't talk about it as much as I did Othello. But if you ever get a chance to read King Lear, please do. And again, this is another light ink, so you definitely want to put this in a medium or broad nib. It has those blackish, grayish elements. And I'm trying to get, there we go, we got it. Nice. So, King Lear, of course, is a classic. It is usually read in high school. I don't know about now. I know back in my day it was read in high school. So, if you ever get a chance to read it, it has all of the gory and guts in it. So if you're looking for a piece that exhibits all of those, please go read King Lear. So this is William Shakespeare. And this is King Lear. And I was going to do all of my bottles first and then all of my samples, but I was like, you know what? Nah. I think I like this way. So, but yes, King Lear is definitely a classic. Like I said, I haven't read it in a very long time, so please forgive me. But I do know it is one of the greatest works that William Shakespeare has written. It is, like I said, this ink is like a grayish undertone with some blue shift. It is very light, so again, you may want to use this in a medium to broad nib. Very nice. So this is Wearingeul's King Lear. The next two inks I'm going to do together. Why? Because it is a story of two star-crossed lovers. And that would be Romeo and Juliet. I like these two. I haven't used these in a while, so you may see these come up in a currently inked really soon. But of course, this is a story of timeless love, two families who have feuded through the ends of time, who just can't stand each other, and their children come together, and then it ends in tragedy with with them tragically leaving the earth together. So we're gonna do Romeo first. My favorite interpretation of Romeo and Juliet is the one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes. I love that version of Romeo and Juliet. It is, oh, I love it. If you have not seen that interpretation, I will advise you to go watch it. I'm going to move this out of the way because it's in my way. It is very modern. Instead of swords, they use some other weapon. um, but they do call it a sword. Um, the interpretation is just wow. It is beautiful. So if you have not seen that version of Romeo and Juliet, I would definitely go and watch that. And this is a very bluish, blue grayish ink with the, I'm sorry, purplish shimmer that has like this beautiful pinkish shift. This ink is gorgeous. I mean, when I say gorgeous, I mean gorgeous. So this is William Shakespeare. And I could not do these two together. You have to do these two together. Shakespeare. And this is Romeo. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Oh, the Montagues and the Capulets. Classic. And then, of course, let me show you this shimmer real quick in Romeo. That is so gorgeous. That bluish purplish shift, that blurple shift, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then we have Juliet, this reddish pinkish color with the gold, the yellow gold shimmer. She is beautiful. And I gifted some to some of my friends. So it's okay. I didn't gift Othello though. I was like, they can have Romeo and Juliet, not Othello. I'm sorry, I gotta savor Othello. But Juliet, oh, she is light, so you will need a medium or broad nib with her. But Juliet is this gorgeous, gorgeous color. Romeo and Juliet are just timeless. There have been so many interpretations of Romeo and Juliet. There is this book that's geared towards teenagers, and it's called Julio, and I can't remember the name of it. If I find it, I'll put it on the screen. I actually taught this book to my ninth graders because usually you read Romeo and Juliet in the ninth grade. But it was a modern day interpretation that had to do with the internet and all this other stuff. It's a great interpretation of Romeo and Juliet as well, especially for the teenager. But it's just one of those love stories that no matter how you tell it, it is derived from Romeo and Juliet. So there's no mistaking it either. So you definitely know what inspired that love story to come about, especially with Romeo and Juliet. It is, when I say it is the best. It is the best. So again, I'm putting those as a duo, and that is William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. And the last of the William Shakespeare pieces that I have in ink form is William Shakespeare's Twelfth Night. Now, I've never read Twelfth Night, so please forgive me on that. Oh my gosh, please forgive me. Don't chop my head off, y'all. Don't chop my head off. But Twelfth Night is this beautiful pinkish color with this beautiful blue glitter. It is so gorgeous, you guys. Look at that. That is, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This ink is gorgeous. Look at that. Like you're just staring at a sky. Like I don't know how to describe it. This ink is gorgeous. Wearingeul did a very good job with this ink. I mean, it is so beautiful. And again, it is rather light. So I would, you know, put this in a medium or broad nib. She is absolutely stunning. Like, I'm not into pink like that, but this ink really made me change my mind. And I'll probably go and read 12th Night now. But I've never read it, so, and I apologize. But again, this is a very beautiful ink. And because it's coming off my glass dip nib, it's not giving a true interpretation of how it will write on a pen. But I have written with this before, so that's why I'm saying you may want to put this in a medium or a broad nib. So this is William Shakespeare. And this is 12th Night. And when I say she's beautiful, she is beautiful. That glitter with that blue shift against the pink, oh my gosh. If I knew how to paint roses like Karina loves to plans, this is an ink that I would definitely paint a rose with, or even do the what does she call those? The thing she does in the boxes. I can't think of it right now, but that is another beautiful ink to do that with. But I just want you to appreciate it. Is not doing it justice at all. Like, I wish you guys could see. Oh my gosh, look, there it goes. Beautiful, beautiful. That is William Shakespeare's 12th Night. All right, you guys. So my next Wearingeul ink, if you know anything about me, you know that I love Shakespeare, but I also love Greek mythology. Love Greek mythology. So the only ink that I have from that particular collection is Persephone. Persephone, the story of Persephone and the pomegranate, and why we have summer and winter, or all the 4 seasons, is timeless. Persephone is very beautiful. Now, this is my first time actually swatching this ink. I just got this, and I got this from Gold Spot Pens, but it's Persephone. Why wouldn't I want it? Ooh, she is beautiful. Oh my gosh. It looks, the color looks like a pomegranate. Look at that. Oh my goodness. She is beautiful. Oh, she's got to go in a pen immediately. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to swatch this. Like I said, this is my first time opening this ink, you guys. I got it purely because it said Persephone. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, that is definitely a pomegranate color. Oh my gosh, and I love pomegranates. Oh, she is, and you guys, this is like, this is definitely my first reaction. Wow, she is beautiful. Oh, I can't wait to see her dry. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait to see her dry. This is Persephone. Excuse me, oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, she is gorgeous. Wearingeul, yes. Yes, ma'am, you did that. Let me top this up real quick, y'all. Good shimmer. Oh my gosh. I have got to find a pen for, you know what? That new Twisby that came out, I've got to get her. I think she'll be beautiful in that. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I cannot wait to see her dry. Let's see the swatch card for her. Again, this is my first time opening this ink. I got her from Gold Spot and she's been sitting on my desk. Oh my goodness, she is gorgeous. This ink card does not do it justice, you guys. I cannot wait to see her dry. So, ooh, my goodness. Yes, 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 yes. So, I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm just like in awe, but I have never seen this ink before. Like, I clearly got it because it said Persephone, and Persephone is one of my favorite Greek mythological stories. Oh my gosh. So that is Persephone. Hi, honey bunny. This next ink is from Alice in Wonderland, and this is the White Rabbit. Now this ink is very light. You definitely will need a medium or broad nib, or even a double broad. I like to write with this ink with the stub nib. And the cool thing about this particular packaging is it has that, when we were kids, you got that two-tone picture. So it has like the White Rabbit, and then it has, I'm trying to get it to do it. But y'all know what I mean. It is beautiful. Like you can see the words. Like when we were kids, you could do this. Yes, I'm silly. See, there you go. You can see it, the White Rabbit, but then it has the picture of the White Rabbit. There is no shimmer with this ink, but it is very light again. So I like to write with this, with a stub nib. So, and she is pretty. Again, she is light. This girl is light. So, but she is gorgeous. She is fun to write with. I love that. So this is Alice in Wonderland, and yes, I'm gonna write that whole thing. And this is White Rabbit. And like I said, she is so beautiful. And I think it is inspired. Oh! Y'all saw that, right? It's inspired. Oh! Y'all saw that, right? That was right. We're gonna work around it. We're not gonna let that stress us out. We're gonna keep going. So I think this ink was inspired by the coat of the White Rabbit, and here is the Pantone colors for that, for the White Rabbit. This is a beautiful color, but like I said, you're definitely going to need a medium to broad nib. I like writing with this ink with a stub nib. So if you have a good stub nib, a good TWSBI stub nib will definitely satisfy this ink. I love it. So, or a good Esterbrook stub will definitely get you there, or even the journaler nib. Yes. So, but it is a beautiful, fun ink to write with. And I'm sure if you could draw, I can't, or paint, I can't. This is a very good ink to do that with too. So, but this is Wearingeul's Alice in Wonderland White Rabbit. So my next ink I got from a sample from So and So, and this is Purgatorio. Purgatorio. Now I'm not sure if this is a work of William Shakespeare. I just didn't put it in that category, but somebody will let me know. And I'm just going to use the little dropper right here. Now she is pretty. She is definitely a pretty ink. Very light plum raisin color. She is pretty. So we're going to, and I got this sample from So and So. Oh, this is glass on glass. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if I can. Oh no. Okay, she's not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do for these, I'm gonna use my Sailor Hokuro dip pen. And this is Purgatorio. This is a pretty color. I have not had a real opportunity to use this yet, but I definitely want to put this in a pen. And again, you know, it's a very light ink, so I'm sorry, I can't write and talk at the same time. So I would definitely, from the looks of it, put it in a medium or broad nib. But she is a beautiful plum colored ink. Again, I really want to put this in a pen, so you may see that in a pen and ink coming up. But this is Wearingeul's Purgatorio. The next ink I got is Wuthering Heights. I got this sample from my friend Lau. This is a greenish ink with a light green shimmer. And I probably need to use that. Oh my gosh. Girl, get it together. You have these tools for a reason. Use them. I've used this ink once, and this is another one that you may need a medium or broad nib with. She is pretty. You know, I like all things green. Green is my color. Oscar the Grouch is my guy. So, you know, don't play with me and Oscar, because, you know, we about that life. Let me stop playing. But this is Wuthering Heights. It's a very beautiful ink. I have not read this piece yet. And just for reference, my major in college was not English. I took enough English classes so I could teach English. I didn't realize that until I actually started teaching. But my major is criminal justice. So this is Wuthering Heights. And if you guys hear my air, I'm sorry, I live in the deep south. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and it's hot. Okay? Okay. But again, it's a very beautiful green ink with this green shimmer. It is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. I've only written with it once. I'm glad I have a sample, but I don't think I want a full bottle. It's not my goal to own every green ink there is, although that would be nice. That would be nice. But I think if I do get this again, it would be another sample. I don't think I need a full bottle of that. But this is Wearingeul's Wuthering Heights. Now this next ink, this is all I've got, y'all. This is The Great Gatsby. When I started teaching ELA, my mentor, this is one of her favorite stories. And I didn't realize the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Catch Me If You Can, is The Great Gatsby. There you go. I'm going to try to, ew, it's thick. Ew. Let's see. Okay. I don't know how this is going to work. I've had this for a while. That's why she didn't move, because she's thick. So I'm not going to put my dip pen in here. So she's done. She is definitely done. So, but it is this nice blue ink. When I say this ink is gorgeous, this ink is gorgeous. But yeah, that was gross. She may have dried out in the bottom a little bit and got a little thick, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen and I'm just going to write The Great Gatsby right here. But this ink wrote so well, you guys. This I would get a full bottle of. Like, I really would. So this is The Great Gatsby. I probably spelled that wrong. I know I did. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. G-A-T. Look at me. And I'm Jesus. A-T-S There we go. But again, I'm gonna see if it looks like it wants to dry, but it is a very beautiful blue ink. It is, you can write with this. So I mean, I wrote with that ink so well. I think I put it in my I can't remember what I put it in, y'all. Please forgive me. My mind is all over the place. But anyhow, the pen that I put it in, it had a 14K nib, and when I say it was smooth, yes, she was smooth. So, but that is the Great Gatsby. The next ink that I have is Jane Eyre. I have not written with this particular ink yet. She is purple. I did swatch it when I was getting Ink Flight is where I got this ink from. I don't even know if they still do Ink Flight anymore. Do they? I haven't seen anybody post about it. If they do Ink Flight, would you guys please let me know? Oh, she's light. Yes. Definitely need to put her in a medium or broad nib. Oh, yes. But she is beautiful. You can tell she may have like a blue shift. So this is, look at that shimmer in Wuthering Heights. So pretty. You know what? Focus. This is Jane Eyre. Now, I probably should have put this disclaimer at the beginning of the video. I don't claim to know every work there is out there. And confession, I've never read Jane Eyre, but I do hear it is a very good piece of literature. So that may be something on my list to read. But she is a very beautiful purplish color. She's not quite a blurple, but she kind of leans that way to me, but she's not there yet. She's on the cusp of that. It kind of like plumish color. But again, I would definitely, from the looks of it, like I said, I've never written with it before. I would definitely put this in a medium or broad nib. So that is Wearingeul's Jane Eyre. We got a couple more to go, you guys. So this is, I got this from So and So, excuse me. And this is Little Lord Fauntleroy. Never heard of that one. Looks like a blurple with a gold shimmer. I got these inks back in March, and I have never swatched them, which is crazy. Which is absolutely nuts. So yeah. Ooh, okay. Ooh, pretty. Okay, there we go. I didn't want to drop it and mess up my, ooh, she's pretty. Okay. And it has that gold shimmer in it. Oh, she is gorgeous. Pretty. Let's see if I can, because Purgatorio didn't have as much in there. So let me see if I can. There we go. Okay. I was able to get that. So this is Little Lloyd. And this is like I would even say a blue jean. Like reminds me of the blue jeans with gold. Cute. This is Little Lord Fauntleroy. Again, I've never heard of this, so I may have to add that to the list. Fauntleroy. Okay, I see now. Fauntleroy. Fauntleroy. Okay, cool. She is pretty. I'm sorry, he is pretty. Very nice. Like I said, you can see the gold shimmer right there. I'm hoping you can. Once they dry, I'm sure you will be able to see them a lot better. But this ink is, oh wow, I like that. And I'm gonna have to just ink all of my Wearingeuls up because this is gorgeous. These inks are gorgeous. Like Wearingeul, excuse me. Holler at your girl. Like, talk to me. What's up? Like, yeah. But that is Little Lord Fauntleroy. Now, the next three inks I have are red. They are red, 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 red. So this is Anne of Green Gables, and I got this sample from Van Ness Pens. And it's been a while since I've used this, so there we go. Ooh, she was hard to open. She's flaking a little bit, which is okay. I'll just get like a wipe or something and clean it off. But when I say she's red, she is red. Okay, trying to move it over so you guys can see. But she is a bright red. She is that red that you don't want to see on your teacher's, on your exam paper. That's the red that this is. That is that red. You don't want to see this on your paper. You're like, oh man, I see all that red. Yeah, I messed this test up. Yeah, I messed it up. I failed. But did this have shimmer in it? No, it didn't. So this is Anne of Green Gables. And I haven't read this story since the 8th grade. Please forgive me. But she is that red with that gold shift, not shimmer, but that, what do we call it? Goodness gracious. I cannot think today, and I'm not redoing this video. Not shift, but y'all know what I mean. See what I'm talking about? Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me. I've got to get a wipe and clean off my desk now because I'm going to have like flakes everywhere. But the it is drying down. You can see that like gold shift in it. Y'all forgive me if I don't know the word right now. I'm having a moment. So, but I have written with this before. It is a nice writer, a very wet writing ink. So you can't go wrong with that, especially if you just want to write with red. This will be a good one to write with. So this is Wearingeul's Anne of Green Gables. I was going to say something else. Lord have mercy. All right. So this next ink is Dracula. Fun fact, my mom's favorite movie. She loves Bram Stoker's Dracula. And this does have a shimmer in it. And yes, it does remind you of blood. At least it does to me. Now, this just says Dracula. It doesn't say Bram Stoker. I think you pronounce it Bram. Bram Stoker's Dracula. But yeah, you kind of get that feel that this is, you know, that stuff. Okay. So I'm not going to put Bram Stoker's. I'm just going to put Dracula. I love the movie. I really do. The particular movie that I'm talking about came out maybe like early 2000s, but it's very nice. And then there is a version where, a version of Dracula, where Dracula is stemmed from, what's his name? Judas betraying Jesus. So when he offed himself, no, I'm not going to say that. Okay, so this is Dracula. Again, it does remind you of blood. It really does. And I got red ink everywhere. So people may think I've done something wrong. But it does have like a purplish, pinkish shimmer. It's a very beautiful ink. Very beautiful. I have not been able to ink this up just yet, but I may do so in the future, maybe in the fall. This is something that I definitely see like in November, and all those beautiful fall colors are coming out. So yeah, this is Wearingeul's Dracula. All right, and the last red ink that I have is Peron Sauve Impernato. I'm not sure where this is from. I think this is like an anime series, but I got this ink because when they swatched it, I was like, ooh, that is pretty. So I bought it. So this is what the label looks like, or the packaging. Very pretty. I mean, it's very gorgeous. And then here is the swatch card. I think this may be the character. Instructions. It says you are thrown. Again, I'm not really sure. I got it because when they swatched it on maybe Instagram, I was like, ooh, it does not have a shimmer. Get this out of the way because, yeah. And I'm sorry, y'all, that I have to turn my notebook to the side, but y'all know how that goes. So, and this is one of those deep brick reds, and I think that's why I liked it, because it reminded me of a brick. But it is very pretty. It's a very beautiful red. And I have not had the opportunity to write with this one either. So, and see, I'm doing this exploration, and this is a good thing that I am doing it, because now I know what I need to use, what I have used, and, you know, try to rotate my inks. That way, I'm not using the same inks over and over. So this is Peron Sauve Esperanto. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I spelled it correctly. But again, this is a very beautiful red. Like I said, when they swatched it, I was like, ooh, I want that ink. Yes. Want that ink, need that ink, gotta have that ink. Yes, so please, I need that. I need that. So yes, this is Wearingeul's Peron Sauve Impernato. I have two more, and these two are new. They go with the new Wearingeul pens that just came out. So the first one is Herman Hesse The Glass Bead Game. I've never heard of that before. So, and you'll see this swatch twice, because I am going to do a pen and ink. I did a pen and ink pairing with this. And let's look at the swatch card. Ooh, she's pretty. Okay. That's the swatch card. She is very light. Oh, look at that shimmer, that iridescent shimmer. I like that. Okay. And this is my first time swatching. And again, I'm going to do the pen and ink together with this as well. So this may not be the first time you see this, but I wanted to go ahead and do this video. And because I had these inks, I wanted to go ahead and include them in this video. So I'm gonna slide this over just a little bit. It's so light. Oh my good. Oh, look at, she's pretty. Yep, definitely a medium to broad nib. Yep, yep, mm-hmm. Yep, mm-hmm, yep. So, okay, I'm gonna move that out of the way. This is Herman Hess. And like I said, I do have the pen, so you'll see that. The glass bead game. Ooh, yes. I think I got some hints of red in there from one of these inks, or maybe my hand, so just ignore that. But this is a very pretty ink. She's very light, I will say. The iridescent shimmer brings out the purple in this, and you can see the blue shift in it. It is beautiful. Okay, I like that. This is very nice. I can't wait to see this dry. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. Yes, yes. I like that. So this is Wearingeul's The Glass Bead Game. The last ink that I have is Edgar Allan Poe's A Dream Within a Dream. Edgar Allan Poe is one of my favorite people. I love to teach his work. He is considered the father of the murder mystery. He has a dark personality, and rightfully so. The man went through a lot. So he has a very dark personality. Here's the swatch card for that. So thus it reflected in his writing. From losing his mother to losing his wife to being an alcoholic, all those things. So this is a dream within a dream, and it has that iridescent shimmer as well. So we're gonna incorporate that shimmer in. She's beautiful. Okay. So I'm gonna sit her over here. We're not gonna have an accident like we did with White Rabbit. Oh, she's pretty. She's more purple. Oh, and so you can still see some of the red. So I'm so sorry, you guys. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay. So this is Edgar Allan Poe. I want to say they have an ink after The Raven. And if they do, I'm going to get that one. Allan Poe. A Dream Within a Dream. She is gorgeous. This iridescent shimmer, if you can tell, the glass bead game has a blue iridescent shift, the glitter, and then this one looks like it's going to be a pink. Oh, I cannot wait to put that in the pen. That is going to be gorgeous. So I'm going to let these dry, and then I'm going to come back and give you my final thoughts. All right, you guys, it is later in the day, and now that all the inks have dried, let's take a look at them one by one. Again, this is my Wearingeul Ink Exploration, or all the Wearingeul inks that I own. So if you look here, this is Othello, a very blackish or very black gray color with silver shimmer. Very nice. I love this ink. I've written with it several times, and I'm trying to hold on to it as much as I can. And then we have King Lear. King Lear is a greenish color. You can see the brown shift here. Have not used this in a pen. I'm gonna have to start putting these inks in the pen. But King Lear is very pretty. Romeo, love this color. It is a black but it does have like some red shimmer, but you can barely see it. I must not have gotten some or gotten any, excuse me, when I was doing my swatch. And then its counterpart, Juliet, this beautiful pink red color with a golden glitter shift. Oh, she is beautiful. She is very beautiful. I definitely would recommend a medium to broad nib with this one. William Shakespeare's 12th Night. Very beautiful light pink color with the with a kind of purplish glitter here. And then you have Persephone, oh, the pomegranate color. Oh, she's so pretty. And this is my first time ever swatching Persephone, so I'm so happy that I got this ink. I'm gonna have to find the perfect pen to put her in. So if you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, because I definitely want to put this in a pen. Now you have Alice in Wonderland's White Rabbit. This is another ink that I would definitely put in a medium to broad nib, or even a stub per se. But this is a beautiful light color, not too harsh on the eyes. It is legible, like I said. If you use a medium to broad nib, definitely can read it. And then the next one is Purgatorio. I I got the ink solely based on the name, not the color. Purgatory kind of reminds me of purgatory, you know, that in between stage between life and death, like you're kind of sitting there waiting for the afterlife. So yeah. And then you have Wuthering Heights, this beautiful green color with a green shimmer. Very, very beautiful. And then you have the Great Gatsby. I'm out of the Great Gatsby, so I may end up getting a bottle of the Great Gatsby. I love this blue ink. It writes wonderful. If you want a blue ink that you can write for hours with and just don't mind looking at, the Great Gatsby is one of those, is that ink. And then you have Jane Eyre. Jane Eyre is this very almost on the cusp of blurple, excuse me, and she's very, very pretty. I love the dry down on her. And then you have Little Lord Fauntleroy, this blue with the gold shimmer. Oh, she is beautiful. I love it. Like I said, it reminds me of some blue jeans with some gold glitter on it. Love that. Love that. And then over here we have Anne of Green Gables. She made a mess, so I ended up transferring her into another bottle. So we're gonna go ahead and get her used up, but I did have to transfer her to another bottle. But you have this nice brightness, nice failure red, if you know what I mean, if you're an educator, with a green undertone. Very nice. And then you have Dracula. It is this nice blood red with a purple shimmer. Very, very pretty. And then you have Paran Serve Esperanto. This very nice red with this nice dark undertone here. Very nice, very pretty. And then my two new inks that you're going to see in a review again is Herman Hesse, the Glass Bead Game. This very nice ink with green undertones with this very beautiful iridescent shimmer. And then you have Edgar Allan Poe's A Dream Within a Dream. And this is very somewhat pink but purple shift ink with the iridescent, the purple iridescent. It is so pretty, so pretty. I can't wait to ink these two up, so stay tuned for videos regarding these two pen and ink combos. I can't wait, but I wanted to go ahead and add them in this video because these are all the Wearingeul inks that I own. But that is it, you guys. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please, 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 please let your girl know. If you like videos like this, please leave them in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And in the meantime, in between time, you guys be safe, be blessed, and have a wonderful day. Bye.